Hello everybody. So today is the first day of our Rubik's Cube course. I'm going to be walking you guys through all the steps on how to solve the cube. So let's get started. I'm going to start with like an intro of myself and kind of like an overview of what we're going to do. So yeah, I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, so present. All right, so yeah, this is the intro to Rubik's Cubes 101 course. My name is Alicia. I am a junior at Stuyvesant High School. I've been a competitive Rubik's Cube solver for almost 6 years now. I started solving cubes when I was 10 years old. Other things I like to do aside from solving cubes is to run, editing videos, and watching reality TV shows. And this is a recent picture of me. So about this course, the only prerequisite that you need is a cube. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. An overview of this course. Some of the terminology might be a little unfamiliar, but I'll break down everything. Basically, I'll give an example. So we need to learn what makes up the cube, how to make a cross, and we're going to be solving the cube layer by layer, and I'll get into that in this course. So the first layer, second layer, and last layer, which then eventually it'll be solved. So to get started, I will be going over the parts of the cube just to break things down. So as you can see from these images, the cube is made out of corners, edges, and centerpieces. So if you can look here in my screen and in the picture, there is a centerpiece and it doesn't do anything. It just stays in the middle. And this only has one sticker. So if I have a fully functional cube here, no matter what I do to this yellow centerpiece, let's say, whether I spin it, move around, like I can scramble this cube. No matter what I do, this yellow centerpiece will stay the same. Regardless, it will stay the same. And again, it's only one sticker since it's in the middle and there's 6 of these. These are all fixed. They, as I mentioned, they stay the same. And we also have corner pieces. So these, as the name suggests, go in the corner of the cube. So there's a difference in between these corner pieces and the centerpiece. For one thing, there's 3 stickers and there are 8 corner pieces on each cube. If I can break it down for you guys here, you can look at your own cube as well. You know, there's 4 on top here, 2, 3, 4, and there's 4 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there's corner pieces which have 3 colors, and then there are edge pieces. So the edge pieces go in the middle, and there are also, actually there are not 8, there are I believe it's 12. So there's 12 edge pieces, and the difference between an edge and a corner is that the edge has 2 colors and the corner has 3. But this is just a description of the cube. Hopefully that isn't too confusing. Just know that there are centerpieces. Centerpieces don't move around, they don't change. There will always be 6 centerpieces. And there's 8 corner pieces and 12 edge pieces that make up this entire cube. So, you know, even though there are a ton of stickers on this cube and there's just a ton of things that are involved with solving it. When you break it down, you realize there are not a lot of pieces in the actual cube, just a lot of stickers. And here's a cool visual that I put on the screen here. There are opposite colors. So if I can break it down for you guys, I can also show it on my screen. So as you see from my screen, sorry about the green screen kind of covering it, but there are opposite colors. So red, orange, green, blue, and yellow, white. Same thing in this cube. This is a stickerless cube, might be a little different from your cube, but yeah, so white will always be opposite yellow, green will always be opposite blue, and red will always be opposite orange. That's just how the cube is. I think that is kind of useful in a way, recognizing colors, just to understand the basics of the cube. So the main thing that we're going to be doing today is learning how to solve the cross. So so in this picture here in the screen, we notice that the cross has matching edge pieces with the same center pieces. So if I can give an example right now, just quickly solve a cross for you guys. You can see here that this orange and blue edge piece connects to this orange center piece. The blue and white piece connects to the white piece. The red and blue piece connect to the red piece. Yellow, blue edge connect to the yellow centerpiece. So we notice here that, you know, I think a lot of you guys, what you guys have done trying to solve the cube in the past is that you guys are solving it, you're solving one color, but you have to realize that those colors have to match up together in order to solve the rest. So if I, for example, if I have this, you know, there's a cross solved, but the thing is, this orange and blue edge is not with the orange, with the orange centerpiece, it's with the yellow. So if I go on to solve other parts of the cube, for example, like this just doesn't, it just doesn't match, and then you won't be able to solve the other colors. But we're going to get into that, the other stuff a bit later. But basically, your goal is to try to match everything like this. Yellow, oh sorry, white, white, blue edge with the white, and red, blue with the red, yellow, blue with the yellow, orange, blue with the orange. So we are going to attempt to figure out how to get the cross. So I will mix up my cube with you guys, and I will show you. So I said you can find a blue edge. You can make any colored cross you want. It doesn't have to be a blue cross specifically. But if you think it's easier to follow along, then just follow along. So yeah. So here I have this mixed up cube. Now it's good if you have one solved already, but you don't need to. So actually I will make it so that there's no edges solved. So here we have this blue face, nothing is solved, and we are trying to find 4 edge pieces to make a cross. So here, so let's say the edge is in, let's say, I don't know, just find the blue edge, okay? And do anything that can let you take it to here or here or here or here, wherever you are in the cube, and just match it. So for example, I have one, it's pretty easy one. It's just one move away. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move it up. And now I have 2 solved. Well, let's say it wasn't that easy. Let's say it was all the way here, or maybe it was like, yeah, I don't know, but here, let's say it was 2 moves away, or you have like something else that's like stuck with it or something, not a problem. You can just move it and just at least just try to get 1 to match. And then we can rotate, since this is not with its corresponding centerpiece, as this is why this is yellow. I told you guys earlier that yellow and white are opposite colors, which means that this is 2 moves away, since it's in the opposite direction. So we already got 1 edge. Now we need to find another edge. And it might be difficult because you guys notice how, like, if you try to put one edge in, one of the edges go out. But try to ignore that and then just try to think about the one edge you're putting in. So how about we do this orange one? So again, this orange one is like just not in the correct spot. So say we put it down. See, now the problem is, even though we have now 2, as I mentioned earlier, this is kind of hard to see, so I apologize, but this is orange, this is red, and this is not correct because the orange does not match with the centerpiece. So what we're gonna do, we're going to take this piece out. And I also mentioned that red is opposite orange, which means that this piece has to go all the way to the orange. So go take it out using just 2 moves, just take it out and then place it back in. And now we finally have 2 edges paired. Now you may encounter like a problem like this, where the blue is on top of the centerpiece instead of it being like this. So to fix that, you just need to move it so that the yellow matches the blue. I know that kind of wasn't that self-explanatory, but I think with continuing to understand the pattern of making sure that the edge is put with the with the centerpiece, it'll make sense as you go along. So we have that. And you might encounter another problem where it's kind of stuck. Where you have 3 in, but now this one is like kind of in a position that is like it doesn't make any sense. So in order to not mess up the cross, just make sure that you take out the piece and slot it in how you usually do. So here, put the red and blue edge on top and make it so, okay, here. So I have 3 of the edges, and then I take out the red edge and put it on top so that it doesn't interfere with the 3 edges on the bottom. Then I move it to the corresponding appropriate center, which is this, and then place it in as I usually do. So hopefully this wasn't as confusing. If you have any questions, you can make a comment, or you can send me an email and I can try to advise you with that. So that is it for day 1. Again, I hope it wasn't too confusing. It's definitely intimidating at first, trying to understand everything. Just shoot me a message or email and I will get back to you. All right, thank you.